Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic Challenge video. Hope you had a productive week and that you're looking forward to get your weekend started. But first, a brand new challenge is upon us. So as I'll cover first the modifiers and defeats, then show you the battle. I've got 5 battles in total. So first I'll show you 2 different teams for the crush them feat, then 2 more for the offense up, and then finally I'll go with my Ewoks in tier 6 to unlock the gold crate. I tried over and over again, different Ewok lineups, different mods set up, but I just could not get it done. My Ewoks simply were not good enough to survive all those AoEs there at tier 10. So I have to settle for gold. That's okay, at least you get your 2 Omicrons, so no need to stress if your Ewoks aren't as well good enough to make it through tier 10. But first let's look at the modifiers. So the global modifier, volatile energies, essentially what it does is everybody's granted super laser blast ability, which starts with 0% energy anytime any unit takes a turn, so allies or enemies, it will charge up by 5, and then whoever is there that's reached at 100% can go ahead and use it. So it's a little bit annoying sometimes because you have no control always of this, how fast it charges, and then it's about 90%, and then enemy starts taking turns and then they get to use it instead of you. A little bit annoying. So this ability will instantly defeat the target unit, and as well whoever is defeated by this ability, they can't be revived. Oh wait, unless you have a modifier that says that you get revived, that can't be prevented. Interesting. More about that later on. Let's first look at the Ewok modifier. It's a pretty nice one. You get some extra counter chance, extra speed, which actually I did test on tier 10. I just put my best speed set on my Paplu, Gear 12 Paplu, and in combination with extra speed from Paplu's unique and modifier speed, he was actually able to go first before enemy Piet. I was able to get some plays going in the opening sequence. But once they started unloading AoEs, my Gear 12 Ewoks just didn't have enough survivability to survive all those AoEs from the enemies. And then also whenever an enemy attacks out of turn, they're stunned, which is I guess nice. So you can maybe utilize that by keep stunning Piet. But I was able to control Piet with my Gear 12 Ewoks, but then they started unloading AoE, both Snowtrooper and Stark, and it was just too much. And as mentioned before, so super laser blast prevents revives unless you have endless ranks modifier that says that you will be revived and these revives can't be prevented. So it's a bit unfair, you could say, because they've got revives that can't be prevented, and obviously if they do take out one of your Ewoks, Ewok Elder won't be able to bring them back. It's definitely a little bit annoying modifier today. And then in terms of feats, you have to win with a full team of Ewok units, gain offense up 20 times, and then crushing them by defeating 3 enemies in the same turn. So let's first do the crush them feat, probably what's going to be the easiest team to use if you do have its Admiral Raddus. From my testing, I actually found the easiest success to throw in Cara Dune, just so that you have some control over the enemies, because she's got an AoE that removes their meter and also stuns Empire's enemies. So that's how you can keep these guys under control so they don't get to use volatile energy on you. That's why I brought in Cara. I know she's not really a rogue one, but doesn't matter. The good thing about it, obviously, with a Raddus lead, that whenever anybody gains a bonus turn meter there, the Empire enemies, they'll be getting daze. So Piet will be basically dazed constantly. So you just want to kind of let him be and keep going around, spreading the damage, lining up everybody kind of, in yellow health if you can, for when Raddus unloads his big AoE once download progress is complete. So that's what I'm doing, just kind of spreading the damage. You're going to see Cara doing a good job at keeping these guys under control with her stuns, so they don't get to do a whole lot. Otherwise, just keep spreading the damage. Let's go ahead, Stark dodge there, that's okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll just keep going there. Let's go ahead, I guess, first exhaust these endless ranks. So just go ahead, finish off Gideon. Let's do another AoE. There we go. So we got download progress complete. 4 enemies in yellow. You just go ahead, unload with Raddus, and this is basically it. So very easy there to line this up if you're using Cara with your Admiral Raddus. Another team that I was able to quite easily as well get this done is Rey and her droids. Because of BB-8's unique, you'll be able to outrun Piet as well without any crazy speed mods. And first you just want to go after him. I call their BB-8 to assist to apply tenacity down on Piet. Going to go ahead, smoke screen, and then Rey gates a turn, and because of tenacity down you were able there to land ability block and daze on Piet. And now here's similar strategy with Raddus, kind of spreading the damage. And a good thing about with Rey is you're gaining bonus turn meter and as well removing turn meter from the exposed enemies whenever you use a special ability. So you've got lots of control here, also then with her mind tricks, ability blocking, removing turn meter. So just kind of spreading the damage here, call an assist over on Stormtrooper. And then we can go ahead here. I always like to swap here turn meter with Rey. There we go, we can go ahead and push back Gideon there so he doesn't get a turn. And there we go, we're just gonna go ahead, do an AoE here, targeting Stormtrooper. No attackers there apart from Finn, so he's not getting any assists, but that's okay. Just kind of keep hitting these guys. Let's go ahead, use smoke screen again on BB-8. So I'm going to go ahead here and get Stark down, I guess. Get him down. Need to just work on those endless ranks. You can see I'm not touching Piet at all. We get to use volatile energy whenever we can on our next turn. So I'm gonna go ahead now and use it on Piet without endless ranks. I was able to defeat him. He's not coming back. I've got Illuminated Destiny now lined up as well. So I'm just kind of stalling the battle because Illuminated Destiny will apply extra expose on the enemies. And here we go, we just have to line up an AoE there, either with R2 or Finn. All these exposes will proc and everybody go down as well. There you go, two teams that I was able to kind of quickly line this up. Speaking of easy teams, if you want to get offense up with troopers are a very good way to do it with Veers lead. Also, we got Piet there for his things, his shenanigans for Emperor's Trap buffs. And then just gonna go after Piet. Piet's a little bit annoying with his counterattacks. Maybe I didn't use the optimal lineup here. Maybe should have used a ranged trooper instead of Stark. But I was just kind of rushing through. I'm like, okay, let's just give this a go. So you can see we're doing good number on Piet, but he's constantly getting some bonus turn meter and stuff. And he's very fast as well. He likes to counterattack, maybe call somebody for assist. And they do quite a lot of damage actually, so they were actually able to take down my Dark Trooper, but even without the Dark Trooper we're still able to then finish this. There we go, we got days now as well on all these guys, so now it's a case of cleaning up the remaining guys, and this is basically it. You don't really have to do much with troopers. Offense up will just happen anytime you defeat an enemy. Everybody will gain offense up there because of Veers in there, and that's it basically. Just gonna go ahead, finish Stormtrooper, and there we go. That's how you easily complete offense up feat. Another way to do it is with using Pulp Mara. So here you want to bring in Han actually so you can stun Piet, because Piet will be very fast and you don't want him dazing your guys. There you go, get a stun on him. Good to bring in a pre-taunt in case this happens, that Piet there counterattacks so he doesn't kill off your Mara, especially if your Mara is lower gear. Other than that, we got now tenacity down, we got shocks, we get stuns going. And here just kind of spreading the damage, trying to stall the battle as long as you can, ensuring that Palpatine gets to use his AoE at least 4 times, and that will be offense up done as well 20 times. You can utilize the ability from his last special, so when you have at least two shocked enemies, if you use it, he'll get back-to-back turns, so you can quickly cycle through his cooldowns, so you can keep using his AoEs. Then thrown there as well, he can swap turn meter. But otherwise it's business as usual. You just kind of keep going, stunning, shocking, let the turn meter train flow, obviously stunning Piet so he doesn't get to do a whole lot. There you go, already exhausted there all the endless ranks, so now whenever they die they will go and stay down for good. So you can see just kind of spreading the damage as much as I can, trying to get more turns to Pulps. See if I can get their AoE before we defeat them. There you go, utilize the ability. His last special to gain back-to-back turn, was able to do there an AoE for an offense up feat. There you go. And let's go now and do the Ewok feat. So that's on tier 6. Obviously it's not the optimal team. You will probably want a Logray in there maybe instead of T-Bow, but because I do have Logray and Ewok Scout at Relic 7 for territory battle platoons. I just use T-Bow just to try to use the weakest Ewok team that I have, just to show you that, you know, obviously you don't need highly relic guys, but definitely utilizing low grade Dave for the days and termite removal and foresight will be important. But otherwise, T-Bow as well, he's quite good actually, because once he goes into stealth, his basic will be removing Terminator. So another way to control these guys. But on tier 6, the enemies, they don't have all the they don't have any Zetas, so they're not really that threatening, obviously, as in the higher tiers. So I'd imagine even low gear Ewoks should be able to clear tier 6 to unlock the gold crate for you. If not, then at least, you know, you got your silver crate, which still gives you 2 Omicrons. So again, I don't think it's worth stressing out too much. I spent more time than I wanted trying to get different combinations with Ewoks and everything, but yeah, they were just unable to get anything done. I was somewhat able to control Piet. You get with a lucky days, you can line up foresight to avoid Piet's AoE and stuff, but then Stark's got an AoE, Snowtroopers got an AoE, their Gideon as well, he's got an AoE, and pretty much all these guys, obviously Stormtrooper aside, they can almost one-shot even with their basic attack, you know, your Gear 12 Ewoks. So yeah, definitely I did not have enough sort of ability to complete tier 10, so I just settled for gold crate this time. There we go, just take Gideon down, and that's basically how I completed my Ewoks here on tier 6, which now allowed me to unlock the gold crate. So hopefully we'll get the return of the red crate in the next challenge, but until then we'll just have to settle for this one. Thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully this video was useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or my Discord server, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.